What's up, guys? Chris here, back again with another video on the channel. In this video, I want to talk about chemistry style trading. Chem style trading is super easy to learn, and I'm going to show you guys the concept of it. Now, you guys can do this from a lower budget point of view. You guys can do this with like a medium tier budget, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it on a higher budget scale as well. And some of the things that I've learned from FIFA 20. This was my most used method this year. I made probably over 10 million coins in general just off of chem style trading, not only with golds but with other specials as well, and I'll explain that to you guys in a part in this video. If you guys are enjoying my FIFA 21 type content, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here as well. The description in the description, I will have a playlist link for you guys to go and watch all of my FIFA 21 type videos if you guys are interested in my channel. If you guys are enjoying the content, there's other videos that are on my channel as well that talk about trading market in FIFA 21. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, there's going to be more videos to come as we roll into FIFA 21 on the 30th with the web app. So the first thing I want to talk about is this Militao. Now, before this video, I decided to go and experiment and look at a couple different cards, see if I could find like a difference in price. No doubt you were going to find one, obviously. Here's the reason why the Shadow and the Hunters do really well. Shadow currently on the market at 8,000 coins. Hunters are currently 3,000. So what somebody's going to do, if they want to go and buy, let's just say a Militao, right? Instead of them going and buying a Militao, let's just say, for example, they're going to buy him for, what's he going for right now? Like 3.5k. Say that somebody wanted to buy a Militao for 3,500 coins. Instead of them buying Militao for 3,500 coins and then having to apply the Shadow Chem Style, an additional 8,000 coins on a card, which pretty much makes him 11.5k when you think about it, they will just take the shortcut. They will look up the cheapest one, which on the market, the cheapest Militao is 9,300 coins. Now, in FIFA 21, if there was a price difference of 6,000 coins between the regular Militao and the Shadow Militao, this one will sell. These ones will definitely sell. People want to use this card at the beginning part of the year. He's got good defending, good physical, good pace, obviously. This on the lower tier is how you guys should be looking at this method. So that's how it works, right? That's how people buy into a card. Now, you guys might say to yourselves, well, how are we going to get listings, right? Well, this isn't something you guys can do on the web app. So that's going to be number one. Until, obviously, the full game comes out or the EA access. Once the EA access comes out, people are starting to play their games. Early access, people are playing games all the time. That is when the chem style method is going to be the best. The only time you can't do chem style trading is the first night because nobody can play games. So nobody's really looking for that. And the base of people on the game is very low compared to where it's going to be in a couple days time after that. So why does this method, do well in terms of like sniping, right? Well, if, for example, so somebody is a noob, let's just say, they don't know how to list a card, they don't know anything about the FUB market, they don't know that a Shadow card on this makes the value of the card go up 8,000 coins, or 6,000 coins in this case, right? So, what they're going to do is they're going to see a Shadow on this card, but then they're going to go and look up the cheapest Militao on the market, which is currently 3.5k. They are going to undercut that card. And if you see the undercut at 3,300, let's just say with a Shadow, well, here you go. You're making 5,000 coins on that card. And that's how it works with a lot of the meta cards in the beginning of the year. And, I remember doing this a lot with, Gabriel Jesus or, Firmino or anything really less than 50,000 coins in the beginning of the year is very good to do this with. And it's because of the low tax. So, for example, I was doing this with Sterling early on in the year as well. Whenever Sterling was like 44k, 45k, with a Hunter, he was currently going for like 50. So I was buying in at like 42, 43k, and I was selling at like 50k. And, right there, that's a ton of coins right there. That's like 4k a card, 4 or 5k a card. So, you guys want to be looking at cards that are under 50,000 coins. Anything that is classified as meta will work. So I'm going to read off to you guys a couple different cards that are in my Discord, by the way. It's a free trading Discord. If you guys want to get involved with that, I will have the same things next year. It's going to be a who to trade with section, a chem style method section, and a sniping filter section. So here are some of the players that I used last year in my Discord. I gave it to people. Players to use, so this is on the Hunter side. Vardy, Sancho, Jesus, Rodrigo, Ben Yedder, Mahrez, Gomez, Dele Alli, Coleman, Aspas, Douglas Costa, Gnabry, Coutinho, Di Maria, Felipe Anderson, Zaha, Pepe, Martial, Lucas, Dembele. With a shadow, you got Marquinhos, Militao, like I just showed you, Davinson Sanchez, Lucas Hernandez, Laporte, Wan-Bissaka, Carvajal, Semedo, Cancelo, Trent, Marcelo, Mendy, Alaba, and Russillian. So you guys can kind of get the difference between a card that's meta and a card that's not. I just showed you guys a lot of the cards from FIFA 20 that were very, very common to use this method with. And all you're looking for with this chem style method is a difference in price. A difference between the first price of the card with nothing on it and a price of the card with a hunter or a shadow. Now, for the different types of positions, right? Any forwards, you're going to be looking at them with hunters. So your right wings, your left wings, your strikers, your cams even are going to be looking for hunters. Right mids, left mids can get either one. You can go right, you can go shadow or hunter. With your center mids or CDMs, you particularly want shadow. And obviously with your defenders, you're going to want shadow as well. So that explains a lot right there in terms of how to chem style trade. You guys can get into like some really, really nice habits at the start of the year. You guys can go to like gold, rare, Premier League. You can put like your price between like, let's just say, you know, you see a couple players that are, you know, around 15,000 coins, and, you know, you see that a couple of them go for over 20k with a hunter or a shadow. You could just put, you know, hunter or a shadow here, defender, and then just start looking, right? 15 million max price, go to the 59th minute, and just see if you can find a good amount of players that are kind of underpriced and maybe not many people are looking at. And what a great thing to do in this method is also looking at what cards are selling at certain prices, because not every card is classified as meta, but you could still get away with it with chem style trading. Like, for example, like, you know, I don't know what a card would be that, you know, is not meta particularly, but I'm trying to think. Like, for example, I don't know if this would be like a great example, but like Joel Matip, right? Joel Matip, he's got a, you know, a price. What's his price right now? You know, he's got an 82 gold rare. He's 4,000, 3.7k, let's say, all the basics. Now, if people are using him at the beginning of the year because his value is just somewhere around there, maybe somebody's buying this card for 7,000, 8,000 coins with a shout out if they really, really want to buy Joel Matip. So look at what cards it's selling for. If this guy does sell at 8k and you see one pop up, let's just say at like 4 to 5, there's a market there for that card, right? There's a market there where a guy might sell at 8,000 coins. So always be looking at your transfer targets, always be putting things up and just studying the market in that sense. I'll show you guys a couple low budget sniping filters that will work here as well. You can go gold rare, you can go shadow, and you can go defender, and you can go just like the cheapest one on the market. So the cheapest one with a shadow is 3,500 coins. Now at the beginning part of the year, this guy will be bought, and the cheapest ones will be 4,000 coins. So you're going to be able to snipe underneath this. This will not be there. If a card is listed 500 coins under and has 7 hours left on it, it's not going to work in FIFA 21. That'll get bought already. Somebody is dumb enough to buy a card like this anyway at that price. So that is pretty much like, you know, forwards as well with Hunter. That's another low budget sniping filter that can work. And, you know, I wouldn't recommend too much of, you know, bidding, but you could try it. You can always try bidding on cards, especially during like lightning rounds or, you know, any type of pack supply. If you see a card dropping, but like, you know, there's bids to be had on the hunters or the shadows on certain cards, I would do that. Now, another thing I would look at, and I just got a sub on the video, so Els, you're going to be in the video, my dude. All right, thanks for the sub, brother. So in terms of what I've learned this year on a higher budget, I learned a couple things. Special cards are great to do great to do chem style trading with. Really, really, really good. All you gotta do the same thing as the gold cards, right? You gotta look for a difference in price. So, for example, you're gonna be looking at a guy like Inform Delaney, right? You're gonna look at special, and you're gonna see what the cheapest one on the market is. So the cheapest one on the market, and actually, let me take a look at. Let me go over 10,000 coins because of the UCL card. Let's just say, okay, I'm going to go a little bit lower. And I don't want to make this video too long because I think I've been making long videos recently. Let's say that Delaney, you know, his headliner is currently going for 30,000 coins. Just normal price, right? I'm going to put headliners, And I'm going to go Shadow because he's a CDM. People are going to probably want a Shadow on a card like this. And I'm going to try to find what the cheapest one is. So the cheapest one with a Shadow, obviously, is very, very expensive. Now, unless this is Headliner Streak, it is. Listen, there's a 35.7. So right then and there, if you find a Delaney that pops up on the market at 30,000 coins, you could sell it realistically when the game is alive at 35,000. And you can make a couple thousand coins that way. Now, with new promo cards, I'll give you guys a little bit of a tip here. With new promo cards, especially guys that are around the 50k to 170k, I would say, buying cards with chem styles on the first day is insanely good for profit. I remember buying during the Headliner promo, I bought 4 Dignes for 130,000 coins. He was currently going for 134k at the time. I bought 4 for 130 with a Shadow. They all sold for 170. And here's the reason why. Because in that first night, there isn't many people that are... Again, people are lazy, right? So they're probably going to be searching for a card like Digne with a Shadow card that first night instead of just actively just putting a chem style on the card itself, buying a card from the market, and then applying it to Digne. So it's a great way to make coins. One last thing as well, there's a couple filters that I really love this year. Again, it's along the same lines as the gold card ones, but this was like a special method that did really well this year. It was 10.2, 10.7, 15k, and 15 million. And you would just find a lot of special cards. And all you would need to do here is study special card prices. If you knew what they sold for with Shadows, if you knew what they were going for regularly, you would buy pretty much anything. And this is a tip for you guys. Anything with a Hunter or a Shadow at the same price, if you know the price of, let's just say, an Inform Hummels. If you know that Inform Hummels is... Let's just say the cheapest one on the market is 50k, but one pops up at, let's say 49.5. It's the cheapest one on the market, plus it has a Shadow on it. You gotta buy the card. Even if it's like not a great card, people are paying for this. And that is like a really good way I made coins this year. I probably made, in a day, I made 600k off this. It was insane. And I didn't even fully commit to it. I was kind of all over the place with my trading this year. I did a ton of Hunter. And the reason why you guys might think to yourselves, why does this method work really good? This particular search filter, it's because if you have special cards that are getting put up between 10.2 and 10.7, I already know, like the icons, you don't know how to list your cards. Because if you're listing a card up for a minimum price, I already know you don't know how to list a card. Because if you're a trader, if you're somebody that knows the market, you will never allow somebody to get a discount on your card. You will always sell for a buy now price. You will never put it up for a bid. And that is why you have a good chance of a card getting put up for a price that is favorable to you because they don't know how to list anyway. So these filters are great. This is probably going to be one of my most influential videos to you guys. This is going to be a money maker at the beginning of the year. All of those gold cards that I said, look at low budget gold cards. Look at a price gap between the normal price of the gold and the price of the card with a Shadow or a Hunter. Like I said, I talked about the different positions you guys want to be looking for. So, last tip for you guys as well, do not do this with icons. A lot of people always ask me, hey, I just got middle allow drop with a Hunter card. It don't matter what Hunter or Shadow card is on the icon. People have a price when they're over 200,000 coins. They're not caring about chem styles. They'll go and buy out a chem style if they want to. They're not particularly worried about that. So it doesn't really work on icons, but gold cards, specials under 150k, this is a brilliant way for you guys to make a ton of coins in this upcoming FIFA. Thank you guys for watching the video today. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.